One Piece chapter 1079 was absolutely mad. There's no other way to describe it than actually insane. The amount of moving parts in that chapter is absolutely crazy. I feel like a lot of people are gonna glance over the York reveal as well as the Blackbeard reveal. We're gonna go into, in this video, the deeper meaning behind Blackbeard magically appearing in front of Egghead and what that can mean for the story. The obvious thing we have to talk about is the fact that that means Law might have just got clapped by Blackbeard. Now notice how it was worded. Blackbeard's ship has appeared outside Egghead. What can that really mean? That could also imply that it's just a ship. Now this is a wild theory. I know common sense is gonna prove that Blackbeard is probably on his ship. It's his ship, right? You'd be an idiot for thinking otherwise, but think about how Law can easily get away with his ability. There's a good chance he might have snuck onto that ship and drove away with it. Now, I say good chance, and I'm saying that with a bated breath, but I'm not sure if Law might have really died in that battle. Saying that he might not have gotten on the ship and drove away with it, that might be an overstatement, but there's a good chance he might have escaped that battle, right? Because with the room and what he can do with his devil fruit, he can easily escape battles, and I find it very hard to believe that Law would go into that Blackbeard battle with Blackbeard's whole crew there and really realistically not be thinking about a way out the whole time. Law has that Shikamaru-esque like tactical vibe to him. Now, obviously, completely headcanon what I just said. It could be utter nonsense, and honestly, there's a good chance it is. But that was just an idea I wanted to throw out there. It's definitely been in the back of my mind. I needed to put it out there in that world, you know. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if that's true, that was an absolutely crazy prediction by me. And if it is true, you definitely have to subscribe. Getting into what it probably means, I believe Blackbeard will probably have captured Law. Now, if Blackbeard killed Law and took his fruit, that'd be pretty crazy. Making Blackbeard that powerful is an idea, though, that I think Oda would be scared to play around with. It'd be Madara at the end of the war vibes. Like, what level of strength would Blackbeard get to that realistically any character could counter? Now, Luffy is the obvious one with Gear 5, but Blackbeard with the Opi Opi no Mi, oh my goodness. Can you even imagine? Can you imagine? I literally cannot. I couldn't fathom it, right? But if he did get the fruit, you know how insane that's going to be for future fights? You know how Blackbeard's crew could probably solo the entire Marines. I think Admirals are pretty strong, but like Blackbeard with 3 Devil Fruits, come on now. If Blackbeard did kill Law though, I would hope that at some point we get that entire battle in a flashback. I feel like that was a huge miss by not giving us the whole Ace Blackbeard battle. I feel like that was easy bank. If there was ever a point where Oda wanted to transition the story or take some time to think about storyboarding things, he could have easily found some way to dump us with that fight. Now, I don't know if we don't see the battle, it'd be pretty hard to assume like how strong is Blackbeard really, right? We can scale from what we saw with Law and Wano. It's pretty hard to scale One Piece characters purely off strength with the variety of abilities there are. And the hockey, I don't even know if we've ever seen Blackbeard use hockey in the story now that I think about it. I could be completely off on that, but I don't know if that could be true. If Blackbeard has never used hockey, we don't know what's his expertise in it. I feel like the expertise specialist part of hockey that they're setting up in Whole Cake has really gone out the window. But I do believe, though, that one way or the other, Blackbeard, I don't know if he's going to be interacting with the characters on Egghead. What I really think Blackbeard is going to be doing, though, is he's going to be the one that runs into the Marines. And I feel like that is going to be a perfect way to have him display his power for the first time for real post-time skip. We have accolades. His battle with the Whitebeard Pirates, his battle on the Skull Island. I don't remember what it's called. It wasn't much of a battle there, but we definitely got the vibe that Blackbeard was of a higher level. We keep on seeing his bounty increase. We know of Shanks and how much Shanks worries about Blackbeard. I talk a lot about battle predictions just because I think it's cool, but I'm once again going to throw it out there. If they have Blackbeard run into the Marines, oh my goodness, Kizaru versus Blackbeard would be insane, right? If Blackbeard, especially if he doesn't have Law's Devil Fruit yet, and he's trying to get Kizaru's Devil Fruit, the light and the dark, a crazy symbolic clash that would be of Devil Fruits. And I really don't know who I would favor in that battle because Kizaru would have help. I would assume Blackbeard would have help. We don't know all the Admirals, I think, and Vice Admirals pulling up. There were some names there that honestly I didn't even recognize, and I read them out in the video, and I think everyone could tell I didn't know who they were. Kizaru and Blackbeard are going to be the two main characters there. And Kizaru versus Blackbeard, I don't really also think, though, if they're battling at sea, that we're really going to see a conclusive end to that fight. But I think the big thing we got to debate is whether Blackbeard and Luffy are going to interact here. I could really see like them seeing each other somewhat. I'm going to use the phrasing in passing here, but really the figurative meaning of that, I really don't feel like they're going to have a huge battle, if at all. But I would like to see if some way or another, while Luffy is occupied, whether it be with an admiral, whether it be with the Seraphim, whether it be with maybe another member of the Blackbeard crew, I would like to see the other Straw Hats though, and how they match up with the Blackbeard pirates. Now, I don't think we'd get that either. It just, the story reasoning of that doesn't make sense. But there's just a lot going on in Egghead with there's seemingly more and more and more moving parts. And I could honestly see Oda throwing in another part to this whole thing. The York storyline, in my mind, and I've been saying it for a while, I really don't care for it. The Seraphim, from the start, to me, felt like characters just there to delay inevitable and set up these unique matchups that will hold us for a time. But I think Oda is really using much of Egghead to dump lore and get other pieces to where he wants them to be. I could be way off, but in the minds of the reader, I feel like Vegapunk himself is getting sidelined in what I guess you could deem his own arc. But honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with what we're getting. I don't think One Piece has moved at this pace ever for this many chapters in a row. And I'm just super excited. All the law theories are going to be crazy. I really hope my boy didn't die. He has Beppo on his side. How could anyone be Beppo? Beppo is the strongest character in the series, without a doubt, without contention. He is the strongest character in the series. Just wait until he awakens his devil fruit, if he even has one. I do not know, and I will not look it up, because I know Beppo is that cold. That's all I got for you today. Did you like the video? Did you hate the video? Let me know down below. All criticism is allowed. And we're just getting started, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.